Hey everyone, I decided since I had a couple of questions about the food saver that I would do just a dry food saver video for you all. Now as you can see, this is brown sugar. Man, you could throw that at somebody and knock them out. I sealed that on 4/27/19. Must have had a deal because I have several of these. Now this is my working bag that I have cut open for you all so you can see the brown sugars in there. It's nice and soft and squeezable and fluffy. And I brought this bag out to show you. This is also hard as a rock. Knock somebody out with it. But look at all of the space that I have to the seal. And that is so I can cut this open and I have got all of this space right here that I can continue to seal this bag back up. Now, if you keep it in the original bag, as I have these two, you need to cut the top of that bag open so you can get the air out of the bag. Now, I just put this in the Seal-A-Meal and sealed this one itself, but this is an excellent way to keep your cake mixes, brownie mixes. If you don't want to use your mason jars, you can put your flour, your rice, just about anything in it. There's only one thing that I don't suggest, and I'll show you that later. But I was gonna show you. Now, when I go to Seal-A-Meal something, I fold it down and get all of the air as much as possible out of the bag. So this little sucker, and I've got such a limited workspace here because the cord isn't very long, and I've used all of my extension cords. This little house is so old. It's my little gingerbread house, but it doesn't have very many. Okay, we're gonna see if we can seal this with one hand. I'm telling you all, I've got to get a tripod. Okay, now that has to be in there, and then you lock the side. See, everything I have is over here with the one outlet. Okay, and then you push the, and I try to hold it up close to it to get all the air out. Listen to it labor. That's sucking all that air out there. Hard as a rock. And I know it looks like my thumbnail's dirty, but I've been seeding cherries for Ethan. So now all the air is out and it is sealing. So you have to wait for the light to go off and let you know that it has done its little seal. Okay, it has done its little seal. I'm gonna unlock it and pull this out and show you. Now, I typically don't mess with it when that light's not really good. Let me come back over here. I typically don't mess with this when it's hot to make sure it seals real well, but you can see it's got a good seal on it. This time it even caught part of the brown sugar bag, okay? So that's how you would do brown sugar, and let me tell you, you don't ever have, now I didn't fold that real well because I was using one hand. It's not as hard as it should be, but still most of the air is out of that, and typically it looks like this, so I'll have to reseal this when we're done. But one hand, no tripod, just trying to get this stuff out for you. Okay, now one thing, here is the egg noodles. I have seen a lot of people that will Seal-A-Meal their noodles and their cereals. Stuffing mixes, I don't think would make such a big deal. Let me see if I can get them even down in there. But I'm going to roll this up and get as much air out of it. Getting ready to drop this brown sugar off the table. Roll it up and get as much air out as I possibly can to help the Seal-A-Meal. And once it starts, I'll unroll it as we go. Just overlook all of our cooking mess. I haven't been cooking, and other people have been in charge of the kitchen. Okay, you make sure, see there's the area that sucks, and this is what seals. So you want to make sure the edge of your bag is in where the vacuum part is, okay? Let me close this. Let it help me hold it. And I'm going to lock it. And then I'm going to roll this back up here. And we're going to start vacuuming. Now this has a lot, but listen, here's what I want you to listen to. Can you hear that? Okay, do you know what's going on there? That bag has had all of the oxygen sucked out of it, and it gets a real good seal on it. I mean, you can even see that this bag is around the noodles. Now, what has happened is, and I mean right here, this bag is pulled so tight, it even has a sharp edge on it. But that cracking, and the reason that I did this one, is that cracking has cracked these noodles. And that's why I don't suggest you put any kind of noodles or cereal. Even the videos I have watched where people have done cereal. See, listen, it just, they're breaking. So this was just for demonstration purposes. I wouldn't suggest you put a noodle in it. You know, I'm not pushing hard on these at all. It's just where the Seal-A-Meal has broken the egg noodles. So I don't suggest egg noodles or any kind of noodles or any kind of cereal. Frosted Flakes, they'll break up and crack, you know, like this. My scissors, somebody has used my kitchen scissors on something that they shouldn't have. And I'm going to see if I can open this for y'all with these horrible scissors. To see if I can show you how these egg noodles have broken. That's not going to show you a very good picture. I could have turned my kitchen light on and opened the blinds, but when I get in the mood to do a video, I'll just go with it, y'all. Okay. Look at these little pieces of the egg noodle. Can you see that? Well, they have broken. See, there's all kinds of little pieces in here. But in that handful I got, I only had, whoops, and it hit the floor, one egg noodle that wasn't broken. So this is what using the bags for the Seal-A-Meal will do for your noodles. So I don't suggest cereal or noodles. But by all means, your cake mixes, brownie mixes, we need those comfort foods. Don't forget your comfort foods, y'all. We need the comfort foods. Now, there is a way to vacuum seal your foods if we do not have electricity. And I called a local parts store that's about 5 minutes from me, and they didn't have any that wasn't in a big kit, and I'm not paying $74 for something I don't need all of the pieces for. But you can get the hand pump air brake bleeder, and you can attach that the same way I attach the hose to the mason jars. You can attach that brake bleeder and pump it to 20 pounds, and it will seal a mason jar. So I am going to get one of those when I get to my other house, because that store is only 5 minutes away from that house. And I will do a video demonstrating for you how to use that brake bleeder and how to attach the hose. So even without electricity, you can still seal your food. Like, you know, when I was telling you that we have a working jar of popcorn, and I have, you know, my oxygen absorbers. If we don't have power, you know, especially the oxygen absorbers, those things are going to need to be resealed. So what better way to do it than the brake bleeder? So I will do a quick video on the brake bleeder for you when I get one. Don't know that it'll be today or even this week, but I will get one of those brake bleeders and we'll try it. I saw that on another YouTube channel, and I wish anything I could remember or would have written down. I saw that several months ago. the channel that the gal, her husband is a mechanic, and they came up with that idea. Ingenious idea. But I wanted to share that with you, and we will demo that. So I hope this helps with anybody that has any more of the food saver questions. If you have any more questions, please, put them in the comments below. I'll be glad to get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And the one thing you don't ever have to worry about with your food saver is you never have hard brown sugar again. Now, that even helps if you make your own brown sugar with regular sugar and molasses. I think it's 2 parts sugar, 1 part molasses maybe to make brown sugar. I don't know. I'd have to check that recipe for you. But it's really easy to make your own brown sugar. But as long as the prices stay down, I'm just going to buy it. I'm not going to be making any unless I run out. And, of course, I do have molasses in my preps. And if I need brown sugar, then I always have that option. But that's all. Like I mentioned, we need those comfort foods. We have cake mixes, brownie mixes, things to make the cookies, and of course I showed you the Rice Krispie treats. But especially if you have kids in the home like we do, you need comfort foods. So these kinds of things are for the comfort foods. So the only thing I'm really using the food saver for with the bags are those powdered type of products. And if you do a cake mix, if you do your brownie mix or anything like that, cut the box, cut the directions, and slide the directions down in the bag that the cake mix is in, because you want to slide your cake mix. I mean, you don't want to be pouring. Why pour something in a bag when you can just slide the bag that it comes in? You just have to cut that bag. You don't have to cut it all the way off. I want to make sure I'm going to get a good 100% seal, so I cut it all the way off. I've seen people just clip, a little hole. I think that makes the food saver work a little harder, but you can cut the directions and slide it down in the bag so you always have your directions, and seal and mill your directions up in each bag for any of your mixes that you want to seal up with your food saver, or seal and mill, or whichever one you have. But hope this helps, and I will be chatting with you all soon. Love you much. Thank you for everything. Always remember, share the love. The truth will come, and never be scared. Just always be prepared. Till next time. Bye-bye.